Why not that this young man and our VDM now manipulation abena manipulating scale only 100%. And my happiness is that na orchestrana and orchestrana the if any know what you wear all the first scenario on the way close when I aim on him. You want to go and don't be doing a bad jack. No, that's a walk. Look at how this guy did you open another scheme of manipulation. Now video made this morning. He wanna go away entertain his okay. Who is okay is in here. But people do guy cannot to always put you on guard. Can deceive you or can mislead you? What is there on the table? Marshall knew when Omo Show said that now he is going to discontinue that case. That case will be discontinued. He did not say he's going to discontinue that case. He said he will call Marshall and that case will be discontinued. What did he mean by that? If I mean owner, Marshall lawyer, and he has said it countless times. Now Marshall will right to represent anybody also. But even you want to against detaining that person illegally, that detention in yellow Blord to illegal. He even said it after I granted Blord bail that after today that he doesn't even care to know how the matter goes. If actually happened that no matter now everyone interest is that detention of Blord, which is not called for. One, he cited the case of Ijele, cited the case of VDM and many others where he said that after they were released that he never even knew anything about that case again, whether or not the case will continue or not. The guy do so objective, no equivocal, and even in on 100% clear. Now, what did he do? He called Marshall to tell Marshall, this is what made you. This is how we got this far. This is what we represent. Isayeku Beretia. You are fighting for human rights. You are fighting for just fight. Do not allow yourself to be used as a tool to bring down what we represent. Marshall got the message. VDM knew that at this point he cannot control Marshall into doing the right thing, which is going to filing for a counter or go to a family. Either ways, Blord will still be granted bail, because if I a pure billable offense, it is a pure civil matter. No matter how you try to cover it, it is a pure civil matter. Either ways, so it's even better that they did not oppose the bail, because I want to have opposed to the bail. Either ways, he will still be granted bail. Now look at what happened. He knew that he cannot control Marshall into doing the right thing, because now between two of them, Marshall Mana only the VDM at this point to get a little bit of fame again a lot ago because of the large numbers on our control. But he knew that his journey so far could have amounted to nothing if not because of Showore. He knows that Showore is the real boss. He knows that Showore is the real boss. So he played a very intelligent game, which is going to queue behind Showore in terms of detention of Blord, but to continue with VDM in further case he continue. That was the game he played. Now, in order to give VDM a little sense of belonging, he tried to bring in one or two just to romance or massage the egos of VDM. Which of course Showore said that he doesn't know anything about any settlement. He said it right there that he doesn't know about anything about that settlement. But one thing he knows is that if I will Marshall any choice. That's why he was following Showore all over the courtroom and anywhere. Somebody dialogue Now, this is exactly where what I wanted to say now, or what I want to say rather. Video we bia make video n'ụtụtụ a. We try ya ko connect ya to that video ndị mmadụ na share masha melu na ebe masha na-ekwu na never a pure criminal matter and na video na Blord to guilty na man not guilty but they that funny now a pure script mgbe video na-ekwu this morning when that I am sorry Marshal, I am not going to discontinue that case. What did you ever discuss with anybody to discontinue that case? What happened in court yesterday was beyond you. Yes, it was beyond you. Making reference that Blord is still went back to prison because he could bring in international passport from Oka here is the least thing when he delay in matter. The fact is that the passport could not come from Oka to Abuja. Between that, yesterday, I granted a bail, which is still nothing. From now to Monday, the passport arrived for Abuja. So, reminding people that he's still in detention does not mean anything. International passport is the least thing. If you're not mmadụ shọta onye nwere property na Banana Island, shọta onye nwere property na Gusape, shọta onye nwere landed property, shọta a civil servant rugolo for or if any now, also passport. And in this case, it's not that he doesn't have passport. It's just that my distance between a passport and to Abuja is far, and the passport needs to get there. So why are you making reference to nonsense? You brag to people that he's going to be there for 26 days, which of course, or not will go 26 days. You should be sure. You should be careful on how you keep flopping a speech in a year. I will advise in your people today, which I will still come back to, because that advice, you need it more. I don't know if you are advising yourself. You need that advice more. And your followers should better advise you more. Because the rate and speed which you are judicially with these days, you are beginning to present yourself as the real and true oppressor. You are bragging the other day, I have sent another person to prison. I have sent another person to prison. Is it all about sending the guy to prison to prove a point? Or is it all about getting justice for the girl, the man Umapun, so that other people should learn a lesson? Is it bragging to show people that you can send people to prison? Even somebody in Mado can still send somebody to prison. Only he sent them to prison, one of the innocent. He legal system now he came up to say again that now you withdraw the case, that he's going to continue the case. Who are you trying to please? Blord to speak from the prison while saying that he's ready to follow this case to the conclusive end. You have made more than 100 videos in a case where you are the person who is working free and the other person is in detention. But you have made more videos than you have ever made in any matter at all. Video, any matter in Nigeria, he make more video than only make Blord. Not to talk of if you think that Blord being in prison or coming out of prison is not a threat to you, walk away and do other businesses in well. Pretend like you never. This same guy Kete is sent to prison according to this web right yesterday. I can't see you talking about him. You never spoke about him after the last time he presented the case here. Even after you presented that you have sent him to prison yesterday, you have never said anything about him till now. For the fact that you still keep talking about Blord all the time on prison, you keep talking about him. It means that he's a threat to you. Understand that? Now I'm bragging that you cannot discontinue the case. What does it mean? Anu egbe n'aka wee jụọ nwaanyị dị ime na ọya erie onye na-ahọrọ ọgwụ agbagoro n'ọya aṅụ n'ọdụ redi. Why are you making it look like it is in your decision to choose? When Showore talk about discontinue the case, what he simply meant was talking to Marshal, because no man and Marshal with the same direction Bible, and that was exactly what he did to Marshal. It has nothing to do with you. Bella granted Blord yesterday had nothing to do with you. Yes, highest only file against that bail application. You people will log it out in a court, and court must see a reason to grant it bail. Everyone. Now, minus that, because you always want to squeeze yourself. You just 18 hours ago, you were still unmasking. At what point did you agree to that bail? At what point? The last video, we know you talk too much. The last video you made with regard to this case, you were still unmasking show, right? So at what point did you agree that you should be granted bail? And who are you to even say that you should be granted bail? I don't understand. The fact here is that your lawyer is the same as Showere's lawyer. He's one of Showere's lawyers. And image here today, we forward today because of Showere. He couldn't have agreed with you against Showere. It's not possible. Otherwise, every single thing Mary will disappear. You are destructive in nature. Yes. So if Masha play game, but he decided to give you a little sense of belonging so that you will not be completely out. But he wasn't specific by saying that no, he only decided to be controversial there so that people will still find a ground to squeeze you inside that process. Now, you could have walked with your head so high. You came this morning again. Everything. Who says that no will follow in all these things that happen? That you are going to continue with the case, blah 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 blah. You will discontinue with that case. Now you gave an advice: do not brag in Nigeria that nothing is going to happen. You are a braggart. You have bragged so many times that nothing will happen. There is nothing so special with Blord being in prison. Even Blord, yeah, you cannot do anything like intimidating him the way you intimidate others. Or EJ court to give you intimidating those. Only EJ court is intimidating those. And then in time we're gonna hang you bring in blackmails. You always want to prove that you have numbers, that you can destroy businesses, you can make and unmake people. Blord will destroy that power of you thinking that you can make and unmake people because of your numbers. Have you seen that him now being remanded in prison will nothing to do with the numbers of followers? He will 4.something million. If you make video within 24 hours, it will go to 300, 1 million or 3 million people in a week or in a month. Your engagement is coming to 60-something million. That wasn't what remanded Blord in prison. It was the real arm of government, which is the third arm. Has nothing to do with the fourth arm. The fourth arm was here as a complainant. You see, so that's all ego about your social media followers of destroying business images of people had nothing to do with even. It was purely institution that took over the matter. So stop bragging. The guy here destroy ego that marriage video. Other people will drag here. They won't even want you to destroy them further. You will always have machineries and the equipment ready for you to load a lot of blackmails because you feel you have more followers and numbers more than them, and you have more engagement more than them, that people will hear you more than them. That's all you do. It failed in the case of Blord. It failed. So that advice of always telling people now, coming to tell people, you learn from Blord. Have you learned for your own case? You were remanded in prison for 40 days. Remanded again for 14 days. Have you learned from your lesson? Have you learned from your lesson? You always brag about having pride. There is nothing you can do. You are the Jagaban of Facebook. Only from what you make, poor man begin, don't become this. That advice should be for you. You have been there before him. Can you the lesson you learned when you went there? Can you tell us the lesson you learned when you went there? You went there 2 times and you still have not learned anything. You can challenge anybody. You brag that nothing will happen. You have bragged that nothing will happen. I swear nothing will happen. You are coming to advise Blord. You are jumping up because now Blord is the first person. The first person each way move. It was after Blord that we had the second remand of person in prison. You never used to do that. We have never seen you doing that before. It was Blord that showed you that part of the law, that you can actually use law and not use jungle justice of your Facebook. You have been using jungle justice of your Facebook, using your gullible followers to intimidate people into submission. This is the first time you have ever gone to the right source, even though you still went there in a corner and crooked way. Which na Blord na show that even in this country, that Ngoma feel when internet police can also be policed. When you also Abalu oh no, nobody can go there and make advice for you. Run away from matter that has to do with the Lord and show what it will bring you down. Look at the whole unmasking story. It looks so funny. It looks so childish. It did not fly anywhere. You were busy on trying to unmask him by telling us what is there. It's just that now most of your followers are not informed. It is there. We know them. It was a brand new thing called to us. Some of them were controversies that has not even been resolved. Look at how you were disgracing yourself by saying WhatsApp group. Why now say you only dig around na Facebook with information do people are you use it against people. It failed. You will disgrace yourself more if you don't run away from these two people. You have nothing of these two people. If you continue to push around, you are going to, this particular matter is going to bring you more down. You are losing men. You just don't know that you are losing men. You are losing men. Men who are capable, men who are quality, you are losing them. And I hope you know. This is just a way of me analyzing that funny video you made this morning, because I know your people are a bit of but just to tell you, you are losing men. That credibility. Don't wait for you to lose it completely. That video, a complete mess up. Damaging, damage control. Or if you brag that is going to be there, let somebody bring him out. He's out. It goes out that you are not the law. You are not the law. He is out. One day he will be out. And I thank God not only passport. You know that passport is nothing. You want to go? Yes, at least Ijele was there for how many months? Getting to 8 months because no meeting will up with the bad condition. Yeah, I don't sorry that this video go. You want to go? You want to go? I just have to say all I want to say in this video. You want to go? So is no way. You were not part of any discussion before Blord was granted bail. Masha only gave you a sense of belonging. Yes, he wanted to create that controversy, and you have come again this morning with your Santa if I had to come and he actually confirm to people that you are not part of that process, even though you are trying to be Jagaban. We are watching. This is Ezugo. Blord not tired of the case. He actually wants to continue with the case. So there is nothing new like this morning. Stop apologizing to Masha. Masha can represent you, represent Showore, and even still represent Blord in other cases. You get the point. This is Ezugo.